Hey yo, it's Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk, guys. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. I've got Pilgrim of many pilgrims from Clan GFLC and his Leopard PTA, and he is learning the way of the learning the way of the Leopard, which is a great tank. I know a lot of guys are playing it lately. I think it's the accuracy of the gun that's so great right now. I've talked about it several times in the recent past. So he is here on Kharkov, and he is redlining like a boss. I don't know if I've ever seen anyone take that wide. Pilgrim, I don't think you really need to go that far around, but okay, here we go. He's going to take a position right here that I don't think I've ever been to, although I have been hit from it when I've been aggressive like these guys coming in here. What I will say to you here, Pilgrim, is if you're going to use these bushes, you might as well use the bushes, meaning that I would back up to where they're dark. Right here is fine right now to kind of see what's going on, but when you take your shots, back up to where they can't see you, because I think you get lit at least once in here. So this guy's pretty far off, though. He's got a 702 or 722 version 2, the two-barrel guy poking around right there. There's no artillery. That's a nice thing. This spot will get blind fired and shot by artillery. There's a nice little shot. Looks like it's into the side of the hole maybe right there. And if they get wind that you're in there, clearly this guy knows you are. In fact, I think he takes a blind shot in here at some point. He just got hit. I think you're actually aiming for that side weak spot on the turret. If this is the shot I'm thinking of, it's a really nice one. Nope, that one actually bounced. There you go. So he shoots. I didn't notice your 6th sense go off there, so I don't think he actually saw you. But obviously he took a hit, so he knew you were in there. And he took a poke into the bushes. Fortunately, that missed you, that 390 alpha. So this guy's looking around, maybe trying to poke out a little bit. Maybe it was the shot before that I thought was a turret shot. Must have been. Pilgrim takes a blind shot into the corresponding bush on the other side. Unsure whether anything went in. I don't think so, because his damage total, it looks like the damage total that I saw on the card. So we come back here and we take a few shots. We kind of support the T-30 and the ST-1. Then they push in, and then I see Pilgrim following these guys up. And I thought this was not a bad move right here. I wasn't too jazzed about sitting back in the bush there, but the meta being what it is right now, it's not a terrible idea. I think this tank in this battle is a lot more useful out on the west, Pilgrim. That's just my opinion, helping those guys swarm over there. But we're going to watch what Pilgrim does, because he does a nice job following up his guys who pushed in. And as a matter of fact, it looked like these dudes were about to lose. Takes a shot on the T-34-2 first, but he ends up getting some support. And when you moved in with the T-30, I went, oh, dude, that's not a great idea. And did he bounce too? I don't know. I think I would have tried to finish off the 34-2 first and then worried about the 257, because I don't want two guns shooting me. And the T-34-2 is the easiest one to kill, but you get some support that comes in and they all go down and you don't take any damage. So that was a really nice job coming in and supporting those guys and turning what was looking like kind of a bad situation for the pushers into a good one, because you got a little support from those two guys, the 34-3 and the 112, who are now moving on. So we'll push in. We get very lucky that T-30 didn't shave off 750. That T-30 is probably pissed right now. Nice shot into him. There's that accuracy of the gun. He didn't really have to wait too long. Just stopped, aimed in, just waited a second maybe and took that shot. Definitely time to go take down the isolated T-30, which looks like that's what you want to do. The 50 TP is trying to go up a ramp right there. Can't quite make it. You do a nice job coming up here with the bush, just kind of finding this guy. I have no idea how that went in, but it did. That's just, I think you were just sort of taking a stab at it and hoping for the best, but you got the best. That worked out. The 50 TP drives around, and unfortunately he just gets munched. He's like, hey, how you doing? And the T-30 says, pretty good. You're dead. And then Pilgrim finishes that guy off. And that, again, that's the accuracy of that PTA. He's able to just drive up that ramp, take a shot, and back right down. And he has very, very good accuracy doing that. This thing's accuracy on the move and accuracy overall, based on both its dispersion and the time that it takes to zoom in, aim time, is fantastic. So the buff on it has really made it a very comfortable tank to play gun handling wise. It's comfortable maneuvering wise. It's got decent depression. It just lacks armor, which you can not worry too much about if you're able to play a game like this. Prototype takes a hit. He's trying to back off. He dies. You get spotted for it, but the Sturv S1 is busy, as is the standard B. You can tell he's not looking at you, because when he highlights it, he's got side profile from the Sturv, so he doesn't have to worry. If that thing had spun towards him, might have been worth trying to hide behind the stuff right there, hide behind the rubble. But as it is, that group of medium tanks out in the field finishes up what they're doing, and the Standard B is the next guy to die right here. So I thought that was a great deal there. Pilgrim, you played that really nicely. I know you said in your note that you were struggling with the tank and you had something like 13 games, and this was the first one that was decent out of them. But I think this one gives you a good idea of the strengths of the tank right there. The ability to get around the match, get around the card, get around the map, however you want to call it right there, and to support your tanks as a supporting role. Now, that's an interesting statement because a lot of people say, well, it's a support tank. It's a second-line fighter. Well, that's not really a thing as far as I'm concerned in World Tanks. You may be there temporarily behind other guys shooting, but when you have a mobile tank like this, at some point you want to get up there and mix it up. And he took that kind of second-line mentality early on and then used its mobility to meta-flex into that small group of guys that were starting to beat up on his, and really helped break open that eastern flank over there and kill off those guys and then move on and help with the cleanup of the camping stuff. So yes, while I would agree in general that it's a second-line fighter, it has the ability to get up there and mix it up when guns are removed from the game, and it has a little bit more permissive environment to maneuver around and use its speed and accuracy like that. So nice job there, Pilgrim. We got 3,330. Oh, look at all those threes. All the threes, 3,333 damage, and a good example of Leopard PTA gameplay. So keep it up, man. Thanks for sending that in. I appreciate everybody's support. If you like what you saw or learned something, hit me with a subscribe. If you're looking for other ways to support the channel, down in the description you'll find all kinds of ways to do that. That is all I've got for today, and we will see you.